my channel. If you're new here, welcome. So today I'm going to be talking to you about my favorites throughout the entire month of September. These favorites range from makeup products to hair products to home decor and even movies as well. So anyways, with that being said, if you guys are interested in seeing what I have been loving throughout the month of September, then just keep watching. So my first favorite of the month is the new ColourPop Pretty Fresh foundation. I got this in the shade Medium 85N. I had originally got it in a different shade. I had used it in my Animal Crossing avatar tutorial, and I used the shade Light 55N, and even though it looked great on camera, it was kind of a little bit too pale in person, so I'm definitely holding on to it for the winter months because I think it will be perfect, because I think it will just literally melt right into the skin and be amazing. But for the summer months and the months where I have a little bit more color and a little bit more of a tan, I like to use the shade Medium 85N. First of all, the consistency of this is literally probably one of the softest foundations I would ever experience. It is so nice. It looks so beautiful on the skin. It's nice because you can build it up a little bit if you want to. I'm wearing it on my face right now, and I think it is just absolutely gorgeous. Not to mention, because it's from ColourPop, it's incredibly affordable, and I just fell in love with it. I also still have my Pretty Fresh tinted moisturizer, so the only difference I would really say is that this one has a little bit more coverage to it, and the consistency is a little bit softer. This one is still very soft, but it definitely acts a little bit more as like a tinted moisturizer when you compare the two. But either way, they're both so amazing, and I highly recommend the new foundation. My next favorite is the, I believe it's pronounced Lineage, the Lineage Lip Sleeping Mask. This is absolutely fantastic. I got mine in Apple Lime, and I got this because here's the backstory to this. I've been hearing so many reviews about this lip sleeping mask. It's been around for a little bit now, but all of a sudden it just kind of resurfaced, I guess, and everyone was talking about it. So I was really interested in the candy flavor and the berry flavor, and I was really looking out to get either of those, but I was walking around TJ Maxx and they had this, I believe, for $14. It normally retails for $28, I think, at like Sephora and everything, and I wasn't really wanting to spend the money. Granted, you definitely get your money's worth because of how much is in here. You're gonna go through this probably in like a year and a half, I would guess, because you get so much and you really don't need a lot. But I got the Apple Lime because I saw it was at a discounted price. I'm like, I would rather pay cheaper and definitely find out if I even like it than pay more, not really like it, have to return it, even if it is a scent that I might prefer more. But I really like the Apple Lime, actually. I was kind of concerned because I knew I was going to be putting this on before I go to bed, and I was wondering if the Apple Lime just maybe wouldn't mix well, but honestly, it kind of is just like a little reminiscent of like a margarita in a way. I think it's nice. I actually really like it, and it doesn't bother me at all, but it is really, really nice. I wake up and my lips are super moisturized. Plus, once again, you really don't need to use a lot. I've been using this throughout the entire month of September, and I've literally only made the tiniest of dents in it. It's like I stuck my fingernail in it. You don't need a lot, and it's so nice. I really, really like it. If you guys have tried any of the other scents slash flavors, let me know which you prefer, because I'm definitely excited to try others from them. So my next favorite is the Green Goddess collection from Milani, specifically the Glow Oil and the Sleeping Mask and Primer. This is so incredibly nice, especially when you pair the two together. Just absolutely fantastic. I love the oil because it's just nice. It's a nice face oil. It doesn't do too crazy much to where you're literally having to like shell out so much money for like gold flakes and stuff, but it just makes my skin feel nice and glowy and hydrated and refreshed. I personally like to put these on before I go to bed, just because I think that's the intended use for sure, especially with the sleeping mask. But I just put them on right before bed. It's part of my night routine, and I just wake up and my skin is still hydrated and refreshed. It has a little bit more life to it, I think, from the Glow Oil, but it feels incredibly hydrated, which I think is the sleeping mask. Just so nice. They don't have too heavy of a scent to them, and that scent I would describe as like a natural hemp scent. It doesn't smell, you know, fruity or flowery, floral, I guess, in any kind of way, but they're just very nice. So if you're looking to kind of add a sleeping mask and an oil, I definitely recommend trying these out. My next favorite is a hair care product. I'd heard someone talk about this on Influenster. It's the app like where you can review products, and then sometimes brands will send them out to you to review on Influenster. I had seen someone review this Tresemme Keratin Smooth Shine Serum, and I was really interested in trying it, so I went to Target one day and I was expecting this to be like, you know, 12 to 20 bucks or something. This was $5. $5, and it was so nice. And I will say, I really love this product. I will say I don't apply it in my roots at all just because it kind of makes my hair look a little greasy, so I just apply this right at the ends of my hair, and it just definitely helps make it look smooth and shiny, and it smells so nice. I love the way that TRESemmé and Garnier like have their products smell because it is just absolutely like refreshing. It's not too heavy. It doesn't smell too chemically either. So if you are looking for a hair serum, I definitely recommend checking this out because I definitely think it's at least worth it, especially for $5 and like all the product that you get. It's really nice. So I'm really excited about this next favorite. So I have two malls that are literally like across the street from each other. If you live in San Antonio, you know what I'm talking about. We have La Cantera and then we have the Rim. The Rim is kind of full of like the bigger stores like Target, Outdoor World, TJ Maxx, Ross, Ulta, a lot of the bigger stores, and then a lot of the smaller stores like Forever 21, Zoomies, a lot of the ones that you would find in a mall are across the street. And it's really nice because we recently got a Burlington coat factory, which I haven't been to Burlington since my family first moved to Texas and we needed to get different coats because we came from Ohio and Texas doesn't get that cold, but we didn't have any like light wear because we're used to having like the heavy duty stuff. And so I'm personally obsessed with going to Ross, TJ Maxx, Home Goods, and spending the entirety of my days in there. And so I hadn't been to Burlington in a while, and when I went in and I found out that it was literally almost exactly like TJ Maxx and Ross, I got so excited. So one day when I was in there, I went to the candle section and they had so many fall scents and I went crazy. But my favorite for sure, and probably like my favorite candle of all time now, is the Paper White Candle Company Pumpkin Hayride. This smells so good. Like literally, it doesn't smell too pumpkin-y, I guess, because I know some candles, if it's pumpkin something, it literally just smells like you carved open a pumpkin, which can still smell nice, but you definitely want something like with spices and everything in it. And this is just, it's like you have a pumpkin treat baking in the oven, but you also have the window open and the fall air is just coming in and you have a little bit of apple cider brewing. Like it is just the perfect fall scent. So I'm actually gonna see if I can find more of these because the last time I went to Burlington, they didn't have any of these. So I'm gonna see if I can maybe order some more online somehow because I'm gonna get like 10 because this is so amazing. I'm literally down to the wick on it because I've been burning it so much and it's just so nice. I've been burning this when I've been doing the DIYs for my Halloween series coming up. So if you guys want any like sneak peeks as to what I've been creating, because some of them I've been working on and the video for it isn't even gonna be posted until like October 29th or so. So if you guys definitely want a sneak peek on some Halloween stuff before anyone is even close to seeing it, you can definitely subscribe to my Patreon for literally $1 a month and you get all exclusive access to behind the scenes photos, sneak peeks, and tips and tricks to, you know, how I store some things in my film room, products I recommend. I definitely try and make it worth your while, like worth the $1 a month. And then of course there's other tiers, but that's more for like, you know, mentioning people at the end of my videos, mentioning in the description box. But I want people to have access to it for literally as little as $1 a month, or, you know, kind of like in a way like pay what you can pay. So with that being said, I literally cannot say enough good things about this, and if you can check it out, I definitely recommend it. I also have another one, I believe it's called Maple Pumpkin or Pumpkin Maple, and I will sometimes burn these at the same time because they just complement each other so nicely. So my last two favorites are more in the media realm, the first being a TV series. This is called The Boys on Amazon Prime. So I was still recovering from my staph infection in the beginning of September, and throughout doing this I was having to be careful because I didn't want to potentially infect anything around me, but I also couldn't film or do makeup, so I would try and definitely get some DIYs done. I would go buy backdrops. I would definitely try and still take times to focus on YouTube things, but I really was kind of limited as to how much I could do. So I was like setting up new microphones, doing a few DIYs, just trying to kind of keep things balanced. But with that being said, I had a little bit of free time, which was nice. So my family and I literally were able to sit down and binge watch all 2 seasons of The Boys. There's still a few episodes that are still being released from season 2. They release every Friday, so I'm really excited to see the last few episodes of that. But The Boys is so good. I'm sure a lot of you have heard of it. I hadn't heard about it until this month and then, you know, breezed right through it. I will say I can't usually binge watch TV shows that much. The last one I was able to actually binge watch was Stranger Things this summer, which was a lot of fun with my family. But I can't usually binge watch TV shows. I either kind of get bored or, you know, it just doesn't keep me as interested. Like, don't get me wrong, I love shows like Vampire Diaries and everything, but sometimes I just can't like sit through and watch all of it. And this is a show that I can definitely do that. It keeps you entertained the entire time. There's always twists and turns. The character like stories and backgrounds are absolutely amazing. I love how well written they are, and the actors who portray them are so talented. And honestly, it's like the storyline is so well done, because I never would have imagined, like when watching Avengers, like how companies would kind of manipulate superheroes into being like, you know, the face of a new fragrance and stuff like that, which makes so much sense if we were to have superheroes. Like, that's so crazy. And so the storyline is just fantastic and I love it. It's so well done. So I can't recommend it enough. If you're looking for a TV show to binge watch, definitely check out The Boys on Amazon Prime. And my last favorite for the month of September is the movie Disturbia. This is a movie that stars Shia LaBeouf. It came out, I believe, maybe in 2010, 2012, and it is so insanely good. It is inspired by a movie. I was watching it with my mom, and I think it's called like Through the Back Window or something like that. And it's an old 50s movie where essentially there's a man who, you know, gets injured, so he's like secluded to his house for a long time, and he ends up watching like his neighbor commit a bunch of murders and stuff like that, and he's like stuck in his house. And so this movie is inspired by that, and essentially Shia LaBeouf punches his teacher and is under house arrest, so he can't leave his house. He has like the whole white collar stuff going on and everything. So he can't leave his house because he's got the ankle bracelet on, so he has to be there for 3 months, and throughout the like time he's like witnessing strange things happen, and he's like, it makes you as the viewer wonder, like, is he going crazy or is he actually seeing these things? And it is so good, because it kind of is the kind of movie, which I really like this, it makes you think a certain way, and then you question yourself thinking that, and then you question yourself thinking that, and it's just so good. So if you definitely want to watch like a little thriller, I guess you could call it a thriller, like a little mind thriller, then definitely check out Disturbia. And those are my favorites for the month of September. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed. Leave a comment down below what you'd like to see next. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more of my videos, especially since Halloween is coming up. I'm planning on uploading a new makeup tutorial every weekday for the entire month of October. Once again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!